Making money is dead. Listen up very carefully to what I'm about to share with you. If you're trying to make money in 2024, matter of fact, from today to 2024, 2025, well, you got to listen up very carefully because the money is shifting. The money flow is shifting. And as a person who's trying to make money, well, you got to shift with the money flow. As somebody who's been in the business side, till today, I'm in the business side, also the trading side. I have both experiences in both fields, so I'm going to share it with you. So let's go to our T-chart here. Look, the economy is shifting, and of course, you've seen, guys, the data is there telling you consumers no longer want to buy stuff anymore. They don't have money. They're being extra savvy with their money. Now, if you go into business, your main source of income is other people. So let's identify what you're actually selling to people, and then we'll go stock market. So here is business, okay, and here is stocks or trading. Okay, now my handwriting is not the best. So business, what business are we actually looking at here? Well, a lot of YouTubers have taught you drop shipping, okay, drop shipping, and a lot of new YouTubers have taught you about ChatGPT. How to make money with that. Now, that's, of course, copyrighted, which, by the way, I get bombarded with. So I'm actually writing this to those people who are looking at my videos and are constantly sending me emails trying to copyright my websites or whatever by actually putting it in ChatGPT and correcting it and then charging me a fee for that. Listen, businesses do not have the money to do that anymore. Businesses do not have the money to actually outsource their services and help you with their growth, because no matter what you do in the next 2 years, right, they're not going to make money. So you'll find a lot of businesses are actually cutting down and shrinking to lower their expenses. So if you're here offering B2B, business to business, whether it's consultation or whatnot, you'll find in a saturated market, those who are just emerging are going to find it very difficult. So you could be a year without any revenue or even seeing any growth, because nobody's seeking you out to help them. And if you seek them out, they're not responding to you. So drop shipping, of course, that's business to consumer. ChatGPT, that's business to business. And if we look, let's say social media, we add social media here. Okay, again, a saturated market, but doesn't matter if it's saturated. If you're good, you're good. So drop shipping, ChatGPT, social media, doing services for people outside the norm of internet, because this is all internet. And people are spending less time on the internet nowadays and more time outside. So leisure, travel, holidays, entertainment, that's what people are actually searching for. That's what they're willing to spend on. They're not willing to spend on products. So you can cancel drop shipping for this moment in time, right? ChatGPT, again, businesses are not willing to actually pay for copywriting. Cancel that out. Okay, I'm seeing it. I'm in the field, so I know it, guys. From experience, I will never allow somebody to copyright for me, because what are they going to copyright? There's no revenue for the business for them to copyright. So this is out. Drop shipping. Social media remains. I mean, what are you going to do on social media? Social media is YouTube, ad revenue and whatnot in a saturated field. Again, I just told you people are spending less time in the field of social media or searching social media, but they are searching memes and whatnot and conspiracy. So if you want to go down that path, you can just head to Twitter or X, because that's all you'll get out of that app. But ad revenue is something you can actually get, but that is a long process. It's not going to be, oh, I just show up and then start making money. So social media, you could say course selling. This is dead. Courses are dead, okay? Because people are now smarter. They know what to do. They know who to look at. They know who's actually legitimate and who's not. They can tell, right? So those who came in for a quick buck, well, this here is over. You actually have to have something for you to sell or be about that life. Like, you don't just write a book about how to make money and then you haven't made money. But your main source of money is writing a book, how to make money. People can tell, right? So that's very important. So yeah, these kind of businesses is finished. But let's get a whiteboard. Okay. what is actually going to benefit the economy, or what businesses want and what they need you to do, or what they will pay you to do. That's what we want. Where's the money? Where's the money flow? Well, of course, businesses are going to find themselves shrinking. Lower consumers. So you'll find, and I'm speaking from an analyst point of view as somebody who trades and holds investments and whatnot, right? Businesses are going to want to spend money, and they're going to want somebody to promote, advertise. They want somebody to promote their products. By the way, if you're wondering what happened to my fingers, a beach chair snapped on it while I was sitting down on my pool. So that's what happened. So businesses want to promote, okay? They want you to help them promote their products and whatnot. So maybe that's where social media gets hot again, and they're willing to pay for social media. So a lot of cinema stocks, where they were actually, the preview before a movie starts, these are actually companies that take on that responsibility of developing this ad that targets specific people. And while social media, what ends up happening, guys, or with these advertisements, businesses are willing to pay. So you'll find a lot of these companies, which I also own in my portfolio, they're actually going to benefit because businesses are willing to pay them to attract a market share or bring them people. So you can say social media and affiliate marketing remains. Okay, that will remain. But how are you going to do it? I mean, it's such a saturated field. You need to be smart. That's what I of course, wanted to teach you guys a couple of months ago. But you don't do it through social media. You actually set up a proper company around it. Okay? Which a lot of you probably taught that on YouTube for free from people who just read about it on ChatGPT or whatnot. But it could generate millions if you know how to pull it off. Okay? So again, let's put Shopify, okay, right here with an S. What did we put? We put copywriting, all this other nonsense. We also want to put social media. We canceled this out because nobody's buying products. Okay? Unless you're building a business now and hoping it launches in 2 years and you get traffic. That's if it launches in 2 years. Shopify. Okay? That depends on consumer spend on retail. Okay? Copywriting. Get this out of here, guys. Do not even consider this. Forget it. Just do me a favor. Don't even bother. Social media. Social media always works. Okay? Social media works. But all of this is hard work. But this is risk-free. Remember, social media is the winner here because businesses want to advertise. Social media remains. Let's move on to stocks. Stocks. Trading. What are you going to trade? Well, first of all, you need cash flow here to go over here. So a lot of you are probably going to be forced to work a job. Okay? You're going to work a job and you're going to be faced with a challenge. Do you put it in stocks that are beat down today, and hopefully when the economy returns and revenue starts picking up, because businesses and retail is going to basically take a hit. Companies that sell products, physical products to consumers, whether it's Nike, Apple, things like this that usually a consumer would buy, now they're holding back on. So you gotta actually, look to avoid that field for now, unless you're planning on making money in a year's time, but now you're building a foundation and a base. Stocks and trading. So we just said this business right here is for poor people. People who are broke but have all the time in the world. You can do this. What if you're not? What if you have money? What if you have 100 grand right now sitting in the bank? Do you take it to day trade it? Or do you go this side and act like you're broke and make more cash flow? Well, that's what I would do, is continuously try to make more cash flow. Okay, you could say, well, I'm going to get into real estate. I'm going to buy, beat down apartments and sell, fix them up and sell them when the market is hot again. That's good. You'll make a lump sum. You'll make 20,000 on 100,000 investment, 20% return. That will take it at least, 14 months to try and make that money. Okay, so let's say you have 100 grand. Let's say here's your 100K. What are you going to do with 100K? Well, you can go in and buy beat down companies, retail stocks. Whether it's, look at Dollar General, for example. I own some shares of that just recently. I averaged on $115 a share from the high of $250. Now I know this could drop by another $10, but I think it's perfectly priced right now, given that they've lowered outlooks. Okay, so that's something I can generate 10 grand on from you could say a 30,000 or 25,000 investment. I make 10,000 on that. Okay, because it's down 50%. But it's 50% because they've lowered guidance, and we know why. We know that people are spending less in shops. They don't have money, they're saving it. So what's going to benefit? Well, banks are going to benefit for the time being. Anything financial, fintech. Okay, but they're not beat down. But if you're looking for the big returns and the greedy part of you comes out, then you're looking to invest in stocks that are beat down, but they used to be very good because they had sales. And that's tech. Tech is going to suffer in the next couple of 4 months or so, but then rebounds always. So I would take 80% of that 100K. Okay, here's 80%. I'll take 80% and put it into value stocks. Okay, value stocks that will do well in the next 2 years. Now, what are these value stocks? You're talking EV car companies. Not just any EV, you have to know what you're doing. Okay, tech, beat down, retail. But for the next 12 months or so, or even going forward, because we're back to 2019 levels, you're going to see a lot of people spending money in the hospitality. That's why a lot of hedge funds have started buying a lot of hotel stocks, right? Hotel stocks and leisure stocks. So I actually took the liberty of buying TripAdvisor and CCL. Now I have big positions in these according to the account size, which is $150,000. Okay, and I ended up buying these. So what are you going to do with the next 20,000? Well, if you're already making cash flow, assuming you have a good job and you have lower expenses, then that 20,000 can remain from your 100K, can remain in your savings, or you take 10K of it, okay, and you take that 10K and you have 10K in your savings for a rainy day, and you take it to day trading. Okay, day trading. Now, what kind of day trading are you going to do? And that is the most important question you're asking yourself here, and you're asking me, what are you going to day trade? See, day trading, and you know my stance on a lot of the day trading things you guys do nowadays. Day trading can be a good way to make that quick buck. But you know the problem with day trading? A lot of us are very impatient, and we're greedy. So if we make 2,000 on a 10,000 investment, okay, here's your 10K in the day trading world after securing money in the long-term game of 80,000. See, a lot of you will end up making, let's say, 2K on your 10K, and now you're sitting at 12K. You say, time to go for a 20K. And then you say, I'm not making any money from my long-term investments. Let me take that money I put here, 80K, and I'm going to put it in the day trading so I can make quick money. But look, you only made 2K here. You didn't make 100K from 10K. So there's no proof you're actually good at what you do. Or there's no proof you know what you're doing for the long term. So you cannot risk that money for the long term that can generate you 30 to 50% in the next couple of years. Okay, and then put it here. So my advice to you guys, if you day trade, do you go into ETFs, day trade ETFs? Do you go into stocks, or do you go into indices? Not Forex. Stay away from Forex. Do me a favor. A lot of people will lie to you guys in this game. I'm telling you what I know. And I know a lot, by the way. Okay? Just stay away from Forex. Indices. Indices, let's say you're trading futures. Let's say you're trading the NASDAQ up and down. Now, everybody can make 10K or 2K out of 10K. It's easy. But you have to have a game plan. You have to keep taking that money out, guys. You got to keep withdrawing that money. Because if you don't, now you got too big for your boots. And I assume a lot of people will start to use leverage. Because you cannot afford NASDAQ. You can only afford one contract. Let's say you use the broker I used to use back in the day, which was Trade Nation or so. Which a lot of people still use, by the way. It's the other company, okay? Not the one I actually used at the start. It's the second broker I used, which gives you 1 to 200 leverage. Regulated, they've got FCA regulation. Okay, 2K is what you will make on 10K. That's easy, simple, and I've done this many times. As a matter of fact, if you want me to come back, make those day trading videos every now and then, give you little tutorials, you have to smash that like button. Anyways, 10K to 2K. 2K, you need to withdraw and stay with your 10K. Okay? This is the principle. This is your working capital. The 2K is your profit or the dividends. You can withdraw that. You can withdraw it and pump them back into long-term stocks. Okay? And now is the perfect time to do that because we are in this yin-yang kind of situation where by the time you make your money, the investments will probably start rising because now everything is basically at your level. Okay, this is you, and this is where most equities are. By the time you start making money here, and you need that cash flow, and in most cases it's going to be very difficult for you to make the cash flow from business because it's going to be slow. Well, you need to take that and start basically piling it on in the long-term investment and tech stocks, assuming you're not trading stocks. But if you have time and you don't have money, well, your main job here is to get into business. Okay? If you lack capital, you need a job, and you need to save money, and you need to accumulate it so you can play the game of long-term and short-term trading. Okay? Because long-term is going to be beneficial in the coming years because we're going to be focused more on EV. Oh, that's back. It's coming back, guys. We didn't even touch the tip of the iceberg. Electric vehicles, clean energy. Okay? Tech, only the strong will survive. So not every tech is going to make its way to the top. So you have two choices. Now, which is better? Business is good. Where do you go? You go to social media. Okay, unless you have money to start an actual company. Like I've started a company, but it wasn't on social media. And I sold that for $1 million, which I shared a lot. And I taught some of you about that business as well. Now, I don't know. I might re-release that course to the public again. It's not to the public anymore. But again, if you want that, you got to smash that like button. Okay, stocks and day trading. You can do both. If you have money, you go long term, and if you have money left over, you go short term, but you also have to have money in your savings. That's how you play the game of trading, investing. And matter of fact, over time, you might say, I'm bored from day trading, and then you take that money, now you have money to start a business, not a penny stock, let's say, where you start from the ground. You already have the foundation. You can pay developers and whatnot, because you already have money. Okay, and you take it into business. That business grow, you sell it after milking revenue, and then you pump it back into long term. And you keep doing this specific cycle. And maybe you want real estate, long term, for you, not to sell. You do that. That's the game of the rich. That's the game of entrepreneurship, guys. I mean, that's how I did it personally with stocks. I went from stocks, day trading, on to business, and then from business back into long term, which is recently the last couple of 18 months. Okay? And you can cut down on this day trading part because you're making money from business. And if you want lump sum, you're going to make it here in the long term game. That's me done, guys. Appreciate you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I'll see you guys very soon. If you made it this far, let me know. But you got to shift with the money flow. That's how you stay afloat, and that's how you succeed long term. Bye.